Hey guys, so this is gonna be kind of a lengthy video only because I did previously record a video sharing some news, but then I wanted to do an update on my life as well. So now there's been now I just kind of want to put them together. One of the things that I wanted to announce is that my friend and I are going to be starting a new channel together. I'm still keeping my other channels, and I always link them in the description below all my videos, by the way, if you ever want to check any of them out. This is just my vlog channel, but we are going to be doing the supernatural channel together, and then I will add that in the link in my videos as well. We are very passionate about supernatural stuff, and I've been feeling extra called to the spirit realm to connect with spirits the way that I can. Spirit has been trying to connect on a deeper level with me because I do have some mediumship abilities. However, I'm not very strong yet, and I'm going to be practicing more because I really do want to get better at it, especially because there's a lot of things that I want to do, including going to the conjuring house to save and rescue all the trapped spirits, because I know that I can do that. And I personally, I rewatched the Conjuring videos that Sam and Kobe have posted. I rewatched the one. I rewatched those videos, or the one video, I guess, and I noticed, or started rethinking, I guess, of how powerful that demon in there actually is. And so my goal now is to not just go to the house and deal with that bitch, but my goal now is to go to the house and feel out the energy of the demon. Go to the basement and feel out the energy of the demon, trapping all those spirits down there, because I can feel the difference. It's part of where I get the mediumship abilities. That's one ability that I do have, is I can feel if it's a good or bad spirit, and obviously there's a bad spirit in there too, but I will be able to know what kind of magic to do. And I've been getting really freaking good at magic, scary good. I've been scaring myself as I've been practicing all of this stuff and researching all of this stuff since I was literally 12 years old. Well, 11, 12-ish, right in between there. And so I was really young when I started all this stuff. And it's been a long freaking journey to learn all these things and have all these abilities enhanced and everything. I was born being able to see the future, but not for other people. So I'm trying to flex out my abilities and work on them more throughout the years so that I can get stronger and help other people, and even dead people. Of course, they wouldn't really care about seeing the future, but actual people are interested in that sort of stuff, and I'm interested in that sort of stuff. Sometimes when you're going through a hard time, all you want to hear is that everything's going to be okay, and have proof that it is going to be okay and that everything's going to work out just fine. And it's really hard to also be your own psychic as well, or to do your own magic. It can be really tricky, but I'd say being your own psychic is harder because your emotions get in the way. So even having visions, I've had to learn the difference, and sometimes I still don't know the difference sometimes, between having a vision and being scared of something. Or because if you're scared that something's going to happen and you see it play out in your head, that's not necessarily the future. It could be, but not necessarily. It is more than likely just fear, creating a scenario in your head and scaring you. But for someone that's been having visions their entire life, you really question it, because it's well, some of the things I see happen and some don't. What do I do? And so I found a YouTuber, well, many YouTubers that I've learned from and stuff like that, and people I've talked to in person and doing my own research and my own experiences and everything put together. it's all started to make more sense and things have gotten easier. Like, I used to have an issue growing up where I would consistently astral project while I was awake. And it's terrifying when you can feel your soul leaving your body and you're conscious of that. It's very terrifying. And that can also happen when you do magic as well. And so, because like you put your fucking soul into the spells that you're doing. Being said, if you are, I can't even explain this, it's gonna be so rough, but I'm gonna do it anyways. But like the Conjuring House is stuff like that is gonna be fucking rough. And like I do spells for the planet, I do spells for other people, which is a lot easier than the planet, but I also want to like get to know other witches too that can help with some spells and stuff like that, because for the situation in the Conjuring House, you're probably, you might need more than one witch. I might not be able to do it on my own. Like, that's why I'm gonna go feel it out first, because there's no doubt that demon is gonna be pissed right off when I am attempting to free the spirits. And I'm ready to face death. Like, I'm ready for it. I'm not here to satisfy myself. I'm here to help others, period. Including the dead. So, you know, I'm kind of prepared for that. Well, I am fully prepared for that, really. I've been prepared for a long time. I've been preparing since I was a kid. I've known what's been coming my entire life, and I know that this is gonna sound really dark, but it's true. I know what my fate is. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna explain it because I don't know what that would do, but like, if it would even do anything, I don't know. But it's really dark and upsetting why I'm here. But, well, it's really powerful, but it's really upsetting too. But, I could die doing certain spells for certain things. Like, even the planet, planets, I mean, they're full, they have their own fucking energy field. Like, we don't need to even be here and it has its own energy field. So it's like really, really, really hard when things are going wrong in the, like, I know there's so many fucking things that this world needs fixing with, and like I'm here to help fix them. And aside from that, like, using magic, and it's like, even with like wildfires and stuff like that, I like to use magic to try and help them like leave faster, or get put out faster, I guess, or get under control even. But it's really hard because, for example, you will feel yourself starting on fire because you have to put yourself in the flames to be able to try and control them. And so you can start feeling like you're burning to death, basically. And it hurts. It feels really hot and heated and just painful. Same with, there was something about the sun, I can't remember what it was. It was like, it's been like heating up way too much or something like that. And so I was trying to do magic for the sun too. And again, I started to feel like I was really heating up, like I was starting to develop burns on my fucking skin and shit, and it's just like hurts. So like, that's one thing where more witches could benefit the situation, but it's just a point of finding ones that are willing to work on that stuff. So that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. And so I have a lot of supernatural related goals now, and so my friend and I are going to be making that channel, and I don't know when, but hopefully sooner than later, because there's a lot of stuff I've been really wanting to post. Like, I was seeing spirits at my one friend's house, and it matched up with when they had a medium come to their house too. So now their mom wants me to go to their house, or to her house, I guess, to see what I can see there. So I kind of want to make a video about that and talking to other people about their supernatural experiences as well. I wanted to also talk about, aside from the supernatural channel that we're going to be starting, I wanted to also just update you guys on about my life and like what's been happening. So like I said, I'm pretty open overall, but I did want to talk a bit about what's been happening, because I know thankfully you guys have like stuck around, you know, when I'm not even posting videos half the time anymore. I mean, I post a lot more on TikTok, so I also link that in the description below all my videos on both channels, because I'm not very good at uploading on YouTube, just because it's a much longer process and it just hasn't been working out for me lately, because there's been so much things running through my mind 24/7. Like here we go. Now we get into the topic. I don't really know where to start, but one thing is that I am now getting to the point where I am freezing up more, like paralyzed almost, and it's the best way I can describe it, really. I have my medications delivered to me because I've been in and out of the hospital. Don't know if I really want to say why, even though it's probably freaking obvious from having them delivered to me, but you know, I like 3 times in the hospital, like in the last 3 months. So like every month for the past 3 months, I've spent in a hospital for at least half of the month. And so that's kind of what's been happening. And aside from that, like trying out different medications and stuff like that, hoping something works, because the shit I'm on now is not strong enough. I want to get back on my tranquilizers because my emotions have been so out of fucking control. I also had another issue that I don't know if I feel comfortable talking about it yet, because it's like really hard, I guess. I don't know. I think I've talked about it on TikTok. I might have deleted the video. I don't really know. I feel very passionate about it, but it's not something that specifically in this moment right now that I feel comfortable sharing specifically in this video. So I would encourage you to go to TikTok if you want to know more about what's been happening, because sometimes I just say shit, and especially because like I'm really down to help people, and so this has something to do with everybody in a sense, like, well, yeah, kind of everyone, I guess. Not just me. It's something that I did experience a fair amount now, because I had to go through it like twice, basically. But yeah, so it's like something that everybody is a part of, whether they're judging or they're going through it. It's one or the other. And with this world, like, judging things the way that we do about each other, like, I've got a lot to say, and that's one reason why I don't want to keep my mouth shut about what the one thing that I also went through is, because I didn't even fully understand it. Like, I was all about, like, you know, the equal side of things, and like, because I can't really say it because I don't want to like talk about it right now, but like, I was all about people getting to make their own choices and stuff like that. That's the side that I'm always on when it comes to those things. But then there's the other people that are just like, you're what's wrong with the world, and it's like, problems. That's the problem in the world, one of them. And that's shit we need to fucking fix sooner than later. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like a strong emotional topic that can have people getting mean to each other, that can have people emotional overall, and then there's the supportive people. And right now, I'm telling you, I'm not down to be criticized right now about some of the previous things that have happened to me. So it's not gonna happen today, unfortunately. Not gonna talk about it right now. But like some other things have been happening, obviously, but I guess the one thing that's been really, really getting to me is how heightened my emotions have been. Like, it's fucking insane. My anxiety and depression and anger have all been gaining up on me recently, and it's been really bad, and that's why I really want to get on my tranquilizers again. Pills, because, like, the tranquilizing sedative pills, because it's just so out of control and I can't, like, work with it, I guess, anymore. Like, I can't even sleep half the time. I can't fall asleep half the time because I'm having a huge adrenaline rush and I can't make it stop, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. There was a fly on my hand and that was fucked. But yeah, so like I've been having a really hard time sleeping. I've been really having a hard time just like showering even, because like I freeze all the time. And so I can literally get stuck on the shower floor for like 10 minutes or something like that and just like fucking sit there and just be totally frozen in thought because my head is just being that intrusive, and it's just like really getting bad. And my anxiety is getting to the point where I'm almost passing out in places now. And so that's great. And very concerning, and I really need a service dog, but I can't get one because my anxiety is too out of control. So if people like leave the house, I have to find somewhere else to go. As far as like spending a whole day by myself or anything goes, because I have very severe anxiety with being alone. But I did isolate myself for like a good 11 years, so that potentially could be part of the reason, but I know that it's also linked to a lot of trauma as well. But beside the point, it's just something that like is just getting worse and worse and worse. But I can't get a service dog yet because I need to have a place to live, but I also need, because like I am allowed a dog here. I just have to show mental progress first, but also the dog would help with that. But the problem comes in is that I, because of my anxiety with being left alone for too long, like, I have to go somewhere else if it's going to be a long time that people are going to be gone for. And so I can't have a dog because most places, well, not most places, but like if I can go somewhere, there's no promising that they're gonna let me bring my dog, even if it has a service dog license. So like I already had to give up my therapy dog that was so close to being a service dog because I wasn't able to be here anymore, and I had to like, but it's actually no, I think losing my dog is part of why I started ending up in the hospital as much as I did, because like he kind of gave me a reason to fight for something and like stay alive for your kid kind of thing. But oh god, I just kind of gave it away, whatever. But yeah, so it's like my dog that I had to give away gave me something to fight for when I needed that. And now, without him, I just have me, and it's like really hard. So, yeah, that's fun. It's just the whole thing. And I just like trying my best to get through this stuff as much as possible. But yeah, things have been really rough with my mental health lately. Like I've even been like having like nervous twitches and stuff like that. I don't know if it's just anxiety or anger, or like I don't know which emotion is even triggering it. I'm just like so mentally uncomfortable that I'm like physically getting spasms in my body, which has even resulted into me like hitting myself sometimes over and over and over again, because I just like can't control it, and like it just happens and I just like lose it, or like I shake my head back and forth for like 30 seconds or whatever. Maybe it's not even 30 seconds, but like a fair amount of time, because I'm just like losing it completely, and like it's sucks. And so I see my psychiatrist again really soon, and I hope for the best. I really do, because I really think that the tranquilizers that I was on a while ago is like the only option, because like I've tried so many different things and I've had no luck, none. And like this is just where I'm at right now, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to use like tools and stuff like that to help, but at the end of the day, things have just been getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and I'm not going back to a hospital. I'm not going through that again, especially mental hospital. I don't want to go to any fucking care center right now. Like I don't, not any center at all. I want to be with the things that make me feel comfortable. I want to be around the people that make me feel comfortable. I don't want to have to go like another month not seeing my friends and shit, because that's something that does help me. And if I have to go out of town to go to a fucking facility for extra help, like I can't do that. Especially if there's not going to be animals around. I really can't do that. Like I need an animal with me as much as possible. Like it's rough, really is. And like I said, like I do really need a dog again, or my dog back, but I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Don't know. And I'm really lost for words for what to say in this video otherwise. But yeah, that's just like some of the stuff that I've been going through. It's been like really freaking rough, because like I've just been fighting every single day, and like even breathing's been getting hard, and now I might have heart problems, we don't know. And so to get that all checked out. Actually I want to do it sooner than later, because I'm really concerned. It feels really weird. And so it's a little worrying, and that's part of why I've been like so into horror lately. I want to start ghost hunting and stuff like that. That's part of why we're starting this channel, is literally because it's the one thing that makes me like, I don't even want to say it, but it makes me feel alive. So right now, I didn't know till one of the dreams I recently had that I feel like a corpse most of the time, and that sucks. And so like with that dream, I realized like I feel way more dead. I'm so used to feeling dead now that I'm like literally the Walking Dead right now, literally. And so I'm trying to do things that restart my heart, but it's hard because I've been through so much that even a fucking car accident doesn't start my heart. Like, it's very concerning. Or having someone stalk me and my friend when I was helping her move and shit like that. Like, we were walking out of Starbucks and there was a weird old man fucking following us and shit, and my friend's like, hey, there's someone following us, and if he follows us, we're going back in. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's like and she was like shaking the whole time, and like I wasn't reacting, and I'm like, this fucking sucks. And she literally had to pull me out of the situation, because like I don't get myself out of dangerous situations because I can't recognize danger anymore, because I've been through so much fucking shit in this life that I just don't care anymore. Like, I can face danger and I just don't care, because there's like literally nothing more that I can go through in this life that could be worse than what I'm dealing with right now. Like, so I really want to start ghost hunting because horror movies aren't doing it for me so far. At all. And even so far, supernatural experiences now aren't even doing anything. So actually going to haunted places where the ghost is hopefully gonna freak me the fuck out is what I want to be doing right now. Because I really need something to restart my heart right now. Because right now it's just very dead inside and I don't know what to do. It's like nothing. Other than that one dream, did my heart actually start? And that was only in a dream. So it's like very concerning to me. And so I'm like really trying to work on that. And a big thing with that is horror. So I'm just like, I'm really, because it's like the thrill that's keeping me going right now. So I'm like really hoping that I can face some really scary stuff soon and like get some sort of rush where I just like feel alive again for a little bit. Will be great. But, and that's like, you know, ghost hunting. I want to do monster hunting though. I don't just want to do ghost hunting. I literally want to go hunt monsters. Like, not to hurt them unless they try to hurt me, then yeah, we'll fight. But like, ghost hunting is the more realistic one, but I do believe in monsters and I do want to go find some, or try and find some, I guess. So we really, truthfully, we don't know what's out there. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not real. Not everyone can see ghosts. And you know, well, if you've had experiences and you don't see ghosts, you know what I'm talking about. But like I said, I do have some mediumship abilities. So like I can see spirits, but I don't see faces yet. I just see their energy field, basically. So I might see it in a different color, but it's typically, if it's a good spirit, it's like a white figure. And if it's bad, it's usually a black figure. So that's kind of like how mine works, my abilities are right now. Very rare can I actually make out faces. Like just at my friend's house the other night, I could make out some faces and it was really freaking weird. But yeah, he had a medium over at his house quite a while ago in the past and said the same things I did. So like I might not be able to make out faces or anything like that, but I do still see them and sometimes hear them, and I can definitely 100% without a doubt feel them, whether they touch me or they're just moving around in the room. I can feel where they are. So it's like that's basically how far my medium abilities go right now. I'm trying to develop them and make them stronger because I know that I have the abilities. I just need to get them strengthened. But it hasn't been really my main concern because I haven't really been intrigued by like ghost hunting and stuff. Like I didn't think that it was something that I'd ever get into, but lately I've been really called to the spirit realm and the supernatural stuff in this world. So I'm really here to try and help, and too, watching a lot of ghost hunting videos as well. It's hard for me as well when I see that spirits are being like trapped and tormented by demons, and I've dealt with demons in the past, and like I use magic, I use witchcraft to deal with them, and just normal mental strength as well. And so like, and shadow people too. I've dealt with a lot of shadow people. I literally used to have 15 that fucking surrounded me, and it's just like, holy shit, there was a lot. And I did like create them myself from my anger being so intense, or I did like attract them to me. So I dealt with that. And I actually got so mad at their presence to the point that they finally left me alone, because I would start screaming at them to fucking leave. And so that's kind of part of how I deal with bad spirits. But aside from that, or like shadow people and like demons and stuff like that, like they've even tried to kill me in my fucking dreams. And it didn't work out because I would just get so fucking mad and aggressive towards them that it scared them and it made them back off. And witchcraft, again, as well, like some spirits do come back and try to fuck around a bit some more. And like I've had to deal with that too, and I do, and I use witchcraft and it works. I basically create like a ring of fire around them until they like are willing to finally listen and leave. If they're not listening and they're just fucking there trying to torment everything around me, because they don't try and torment me anymore, but they'd go after like my dog. When I had my dog, they'd go after the cat, they'd go after the other dog, that like, you know. And when I see them going after people or things that I care about, that's a no-go for me. And so that's enough for me to step in and create that ring of fire around them that makes them literally hurt, I guess. And so that's the kind of stuff that I do, and that's how I deal with it, and it works. It's been very, very, very effective. And yes, like I said, sometimes spirits or demons might come back around trying to fuck around, but at the end of the day, they do eventually leave me alone because I do that continuously. And it's something that I would not hesitate to teach other people either, because it really does work. They don't like fire. They don't. And it's very effective. And when you show mental strength and power and drive, they're less likely to fucking try and come at you, because you're already too strong, right? Like, yes, they can try and do shit to you, but at the end of the fucking day, if you're showing that strength towards them, they're gonna feel a little weakened. They're gonna feel way less strong if you actually don't show fear and shit. So like, sometimes you just have to get aggressive and shit. So that's what I do. But yeah, it's like, I know it can be harmful, but I'm here to help spirits too. It's a big thing that I want to do. Living undead. But yeah, I hope, like, cause like I want to go to like the Conjuring house and stuff like that too, because like there's a bunch of spirits trapped there and stuff like that, and like I want to try and free them. And so like magic, you know. But yeah, so I don't know, that's all I'm gonna say for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos.